started to get back together. I got a really good job. I had a car. Everything was going pretty good. And then my grandpa died July 4th, 2008. My grandpa was an excellent man, and he and my Nana are the reason why I was ever reliant on God when I was. And he was always really hard on me. He was always saying that I was the irresponsible one and that he just wanted to see me succeed. When he died, I felt I had failed. And it was really hard to move on. I shut down even more, and I ran away. I sent my daughter to her father's house, and I ran all the way to Pennsylvania, and I stayed there for a month, and then I came back, and everything was just shattered, and things were getting worse. And as the months were going on, things just kept falling, and I cut myself more and more, and then it got into somebody's hands that I was cutting. There was a big issue that night, and he presented it to me that I was cutting, and there was just other issues going on, but he told me that he wished that I would cut myself so bad that I'd die. So I then did it in front of him 25 times on my wrist and ran away with the trail blood. Everybody was looking for me, and I refused to show up anywhere. Things progressed to go down. I started falling more. I wouldn't talk to anybody. And then finally, one thing that I wanted to do was go back to school. Las Vegas accepted me for a massage therapy class. So in February of this year, I was to go attend massage therapy. And 2 weeks before I was supposed to go, that all got crashed because my financial scholarship got denied. The only way I knew how to accept that bad news was to run away again. So I took my daughter and we moved to Aurora. My life progressed even deeper. I started drinking a lot. I did get a job, but one night, well, I should start with that morning. I lost my job because the car broke down. And they didn't believe us, so they said, see ya. So I lost my job. That car broke down, so I lost the car. The sewer broke, so me and Shina's room were filled with sewer. Everything got lost. I was in Aurora with a 5-day notice on our door. And I had nowhere to go, nothing to do, and I was about to turn to cut myself again, and I just got so weak, and I fell to my knees, and I said, if you're really all that everybody says you amount to, if you're really going to be there for me, now's the time. I don't care what you do. If you really want to deal with my problems, have them, take them, show me what you can do with them, see if you can be better than me. Because if you can, hallelujah, go ahead, do it. I don't want it anymore. And I was so convinced that I wouldn't be able to go to sleep, but 10 minutes after that, I was passed out because I felt so warm. The next day, I went to my lovely neighbor's house, Laura Bergen, and told her that how me and Shina were living, and she immediately said that we needed to come and live with her. So I got our necessities and moved in with her, and that Sunday she took me to Morning Star in Aurora. There I saw Nick and Amy again, and maybe 2 years before that I met them at the Peter Vian's wedding, and they were telling me about C by C then, and I was all interested, but I never did it. So I asked them about it again, and they said did it, and come by and see. So I promised them I would. And then Nick actually was talking to Laura and said that well, let me tell you what happened before then. I'm sorry. I was looking for a job in Aurora. Laura was taking me around, and I just wasn't finding anything. And then my old job called me and said, I have a position for you. And my old job is in Morris, and I lived in Aurora. So she said, it's mine if I wanted it, instantly. I hung up and I was like, I really want it, but I live in Aurora without a car. How would I get there? And then I guess Mrs. Bergen was talking to Nick and told me about this place up here. And me and my daughter came and we looked at it, and everything was perfect. And I was thinking of ways how to make it work. And but it was really difficult because the staircase is really tiny. And I was like, how am I going to get my stuff up there? Because there's like being hoisted over the balcony with a rope. I started laughing. I'm like, I'll break everything that I own trying to get it up there. So I was just really worried, and I was stressing about it, and I was talking to Laura all day. And then that night, Cheyenne's grandmother called me and was talking to me because I update Facebook a lot. So I was like, oh, I'm going through this rough time, and I just got presented the job in Morris, you know. And she called me and she told me that I needed to get to Morris and find myself a house because she just sent me a $2,000 check in the mail. So that was an amazing thing. So the next day, me and Laura came here and I found the perfect place that day. I was able to put on my deposit, and I got my rides set up to get to work and back. I got my own house, and I got a job, and I was just so thankful that all that was happening. And I'm like, okay, God, you're good. You know, I'm done with all my life. You're good. You don't need to give me anything else. I'm good. 2 days before I was supposed to start my job, Mrs. Bergen takes me up to the Aurora DMV because she wanted to update my driver's license. I did not understand why we couldn't do it in the Morris one. A little bit later, a couple showed up and presented to me their 2002 Dodge Grand Caravan for your church. That was an answer to my prayers. 2 days before my job started, the daycare called me that day and said they were only going to charge me $50 a week, which is $100 less than what they would. And since then, I just have been overwhelmed with His blessings. And what I think is so good about all this is that my best friend, seeing all this happen, has brought her to the Lord. And she has been coming to church with me and talking about things and learning to open up. And I just think that's the most amazing thing that happened out of this whole thing, because I've seen her struggle. And I just want to say that I'm a very new person at this, but it's awesome. And the Satan's still trying to get at me because my aunt just got diagnosed with breast cancer, and my sister came to me and told me she was pregnant, but I'm not going to let that stop me. And I presented both of it with a smile on my face, knowing that God will come out. And that is my testimony.